Oxford Street in London is one of the busiest roads in the central area. There is plenty of shops, there is many tourists, visitors, Londoners, just going down Oxford Street, mostly for shops, but it could also be for clubbing, or having food, or getting a drink. But in the past year, Sadiq Khan has came up with proposal plans to be confirmed for Oxford Street, and that's for it to get pedestrianised, as you can see in this photo here. What are the thoughts about Oxford Street getting pedestrianised? Will it be a good thing? Will it be a bad thing? Well, today in this video, I'm going to share my views on what I think about Oxford Street getting pedestrianised. So, let's get straight into it. What do I think? Well, mostly, I'm not too keen on it. However, I can see some small benefits toward it. Now, let's look at the good sides of Oxford Street getting pedestrianised. As you know, Oxford Street is known to have many tourists from across the world to go shopping or to get food, to have drinks, to go to clubs, whatever, in Oxford Street. And it can get very packed, very busy, that you're all cramped on this one pavement, and it gets overflown into the road, blocking the buses and taxis. So, yeah, it will be a good idea. It will keep the flow control of pedestrians a lot more safer, having the road pedestrianised. And it also means there'll be more benches, more areas to sit. There could potentially be some stalls in the middle. So some businesses could actually benefit from Oxford Street being pedestrianised. So what about the negatives of Oxford Street getting pedestrianised? Well, for starters, taxis. They won't be able to get as many customers now because they would have to find other areas that could already be potentially packed. And if you recognise a YouTuber, a London cab driver known as Tom the Taxi Driver, who became one of my inspiration channels to create this channel, he normally goes on Oxford Street and gets some people from shopping. But for taxi drivers like him, it's going to be a bit more difficult. And this doesn't just affect taxis, because buses are also allowed to go down this road. And the buses are owned by Transport for London, TfL. So that means the bus routes will have to be alternated, taking a strange diversion somehow to avoid the pedestrianisation of Oxford Street. So again, for TfL, it could lose a bit of revenue, and they'll have to redo their bus routes, and they'll have to spend a bit more money, which won't be helpful in their current financial situations. So overall, what actually do I think about Oxford Street getting pedestrianised? So, like I say, I'm not really keen on the idea. I personally wouldn't go ahead with this, because I enjoy a hustle and a bustle area where you've got a vibrant atmosphere, where you've got the people walking about, going to shops, and you've got the taxis, you've got the buses commuting on their journeys and their routes, dropping people, picking people up. So yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons. And the other one is it's going to cause so much hassle to like change how taxi drivers have to avoid Oxford Street now because it's getting pedestrianised, and then you've got the bus routes. That's going to take an absolute killing of a time to redo and change up every single route that runs through Oxford Street. And knowing Oxford Street being hella busy, I am almost certain there's going to be hundreds of bus routes affected. So personally, I don't see this as a good idea. Like I say, I mean, I can see the positives of this happening, which does give more people space to walk about and free to roam. But ideally, The only ideal reason why they're doing this is just to try and cause traffic evaporation, as to which I mean, even though I understand the meaning of the word, I still don't actually understand how it actually works. So if someone could leave it in the comments on how traffic evaporation just happens like that would be great. Anyway, I'm sorry this video's been a short one. There has been a few issues in regarding of recording this, but it's all sorted now. Next week we have a Portsmouth video to do with the South Sea coastal scheme, which would be hopefully interesting. But otherwise, all that's left for me to say, thank you very much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, please remember to drop a like and a subscribe. Leave a comment on what you think about Oxford Street getting pedestrianised, and drop a notification bell if you want to stay up to date to my new uploads that should come once a week. Otherwise, London Pompeian signing out. Take care.